College football analyst Ross Benjamin is back with us now to do a quick rapid fire round of his top 3 underdogs he could see coming out as winners on Saturday. Welcome back, Ross. Reel them off for us. Give us your top underdogs of week 9.
Let's start with the world's largest outdoor cocktail party, Megan. Georgia and Florida in Jacksonville on Saturday afternoon. Florida's pretty much struggled to run the ball all season long. That won't change against a stout Georgia run defense. A loss in Florida would clinch the SEC titles. That's a loss for Georgia. So the Bulldogs will be in a very desperate and urgent situation, and that's going to be enough to get them through. I'm going to take the Georgia Bulldogs as an upset pick here, +3 over Florida. Stanford travels to Washington State, and boy, this Washington State team has flown under the radar a bit over the last 6 weeks or so. They've won 5 of their last 6. They're 4-0 ATS as an underdog this season. On paper, Stanford is clearly the better team. But you know what? When you have an offensively explosive team like Washington State, you always have a puncher's chance as an underdog. I'm going to take the home underdog here, the Washington State Cougars, +11 over Stanford. And finally, Arizona travels to Washington to take on the Huskies. Washington, in my opinion, has been an overvalued team for much of the past 5 weeks, with the lone exception being against USC. And speaking of that USC contest, that's been their only win in their last 4 games. The Wildcats will be smarting after last Saturday's 45-42 upset loss as a 7-point home favorite to Washington State. 2 things that Arizona does awfully well: move the ball and score a lot of points. That's going to be enough to give us some value here in this spot. Arizona +5 over Washington.
There you have it, guys. Your top 3 upsets for the weekend of week 9. Thanks so much for being back with us, college football analyst Ross Benjamin, and for the great insight.